Brace yourself, folks, because Tom Green is here, and he's going to show us all what he's been doing in his spare time. Yeah, be afraid. Plus, we take a tiny web server and put it where no web server has gone before. We think. Actually, we hope. Stick around to see just where we cram it. Yeah, and the stars at night are big, bright, and on the lookout for multi-million-dollar deals deep in the heart of Texas. Brendan gives us his picks from this year's South by Southwest Festival. And FilmThreat.com's Chris Gore is back with DVDs, movie trivia, and of course, lots and lots of hair gel. So buy yourself a level upgrade, memorize your prime directives, and sculpt a mountain out of mashed potatoes, because it's time for Attack of the Show.
Pick up on this.
All right.
Yes.
Woo! Tuesday.
Hey, everyone. Kevin and I are here, as always, to cater to your every whim. But no, we're not alone.
No, we're not.
We're not alone. It's not just you and I.
We got the beautiful Miss Sarah Lane over there.
Hello, hello.
How are you?
I'm all alone on this big couch today. It's great. And you know what I'm doing today, because today's Tuesday.
Which means...
DVD Tuesday.
Yes.
Latest DVD releases.
Yes.
Right? Tuesdays are the best days.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
Nice.
Actually, I'm really excited about one of the movies that's coming out. I won't spoil it.
Which one?
Also, I'm not going to spoil
Which
it,
one?
but I'm very excited about one of them, and I'll talk about it later, perhaps.
Nice.
Maybe.
Good.
Maybe not.
You know, I was going to tell you, I talked about that camera yesterday.
Yes.
And I have it right here. This
Nice.
is the JVC. This is the MC200. A Vario is what they call it.
It's a tiny little guy
It's
there.
a tiny little guy. It's
Look
a
at him.
3 CCD cam, which is amazing for this
You should
size.
explain that 3 CCDs is amazing picture quality.
Right. Yeah. Basically, it means that there's 3 different sensors in here. One captures red, green, and blue, and it produces a better quality image.
I know.
Yeah, I know you do.
I mean, come on.
Take a look at the inside, though. You got to check this part of it out. It actually records. Normally, you know, you have a tape. It goes to a tape. This actually goes to a tiny little micro drive right there. So it's a 4 gigabyte micro drive in here. It stores about an hour of video, and it doubles as a digital camera. It takes 2 megapixel pictures with it.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's not
normally
bad.
camcorders don't have good still quality at all. So.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah. He's,
Yeah. Fan of the camera.
Yeah.
apparently.
So this is the brand new cam. Yeah, I like it.
Nice. You don't have to bother with tapes, which is good.
No tapes.
So just shoot
so you
and then
plug
erase
it right
and
into
go
your
again.
plug it right into your computer and it's good to go.
Very nice. Very nice. All right. Now moving on to much more important things. Speaking of photography, of course. I don't know if you're familiar with the world's most famous squirrel supermodel.
No, I haven't seen this.
Sugarbush.
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 Oh, this is the guy with the little poker. He like deals poker and whatnot.
Yeah. It's a little squirrel. Yeah. It's a little. You all right, sir?
He deals
All right. Cool.
deals poker.
Fair
So
enough. So anyway, here's Sugarbush. It's a cute little squirrel. Look at
now,
the little sweater
can you
on
legally
Sugarbush.
do this to, like,
Hold
a
on.
squirrel?
Look at there he is
Oh, the
dealing
poker.
He's dealing some poker.
I love
and there he is
that.
on a tank. But I got to load up my favorite page. Hold on. This is when he's a military mascot. Apparently he's
This is crazy
a
that
hero
somebody
to the
did this.
soldiers. Look at that. The squirrel
That's awesome.
riding a little Jeep. Look at
Oh,
him
he's got his
there.
little gun.
Little sandbags. And there he is. He's going.
Oh, he's Al Qaeda there.
He's going,
Al Qaeda
no, he's
little
going
squirrel.
undercover.
Oh, undercover.
Going
okay.
undercover. And there he
Okay.
is as a chopper pilot.
I thought he was a terrorist squirrel there for a minute.
The world's most photographed squirrel, straight out of Boca Raton.
Can you do this? Like, I want one of these little guys.
sure you can.
I'd make a little PC technician.
Just go to the park.
Okay.
Peanut fish.
That's right.
You ever seen those videos where guys peanut?
Those are crazy.
Have you
little
really
guys.
peanut fish?
Down in
That's
Florida.
really messed up, man.
No, I don't know what peanut fishing is, but like you hand them peanuts. What's peanut fishing?
Yeah, okay. You actually tied to a string and then you try to
okay.
reel them in. It's peanut fishing.
Okay.
Never mind.
Fair enough.
Moving
Okay,
on.
Next thing is the Invader Project. Have you heard of this? The Invader Fractal Project.
Yes.
It's an algorithm that was created, and if you click on these, it's actually creating like Space Invader. Is this the Flash version?
No, this is So this guy made an algorithm.
Yeah, so it creates these different types of invader here. Let's go to the print.
That's
You
the
click
print.
on prints.
Let's go to the Flash version.
There we
'cause
go.
That's what's cool. I
So
think
it's
down
creating
here.
thousands and thousands of these different
Or it's
Invader
crashing your
type-
Firefox.
Yeah.
It's doing one of the two.
Firefox is dead.
But yeah, thousands of these little guys, which are perfect mirrors.
Right.
And you can order prints, and we're talking.
prints are cool.
Yeah, huge, ginormous.
You can put these up in your
printouts.
room or whatever. They actually look really cool. I like the website.
Yeah, I wish it was loading. That'd be really cool. Oh, wait,
And-
hold on.
and it's-
Hold on. Yeah, there
there
it
we
is.
go.
So you
There
can
we
see
go.
there's a Flash app on the site, and like you were saying earlier, you can go
you
ahead
just
and
click them and they change to different. I
Very
like
cool.
it.
It'll fill your screen with fractals that look like little space
Yeah.
invaders.
Cool.
It's no show-stopping squirrel
Yes,
and
that's
a
right.
poker
It's no Osama bin
uniform.
Laden squirrel,
No,
but
but it's close.
I like it.
All right. I think that's enough interesting stuff for
Nice.
now. We got more coming up. Don't go away. Tom Green will be here. Plus, I have footage of my little trip to his home where, spoiler warning, hilarity did ensue.
Nice.
Yeah, when Attack of the Show reloads.
The answer's not actually on the...
No, just what I'm about to say is on the prompter. With us today is a man who needs no introduction, mainly because...
Why are you introducing me then?
We'd be well, because... all right, we won't then.
Yeah, well,
welcome
no,
to the show.
If I don't need an introduction, it just seems like...
Well, it's our polite... You really kind of do. It's just our polite way of saying, hey, welcome.
No, yeah, hi.
And it's...
I was on MTV 5 years ago. Hi.
But Tom, our writer, spent time writing a joke. Can I read it?
Oh, what's that?
It's a joke. Like, you spent time writing
read
it.
the joke.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
A man with us today is a man who needs no introduction, mainly because we forced to mention... Hold on.
I thought you said...
No, you'd
I don't
once...
need an introduction.
But here's the introduction. Here's the part that we didn't need to say.
Oh,
is that
okay.
you once suckled a cow udder and you're disturbingly Canadian.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Huh?
What's that mean, disturbingly Canadian?
Apparently
you got a
it's-
problem with Canadians?
I don't.
Or
Our writer
something?
does. Our writer does.
You guys came to my house last week.
We did.
To, like, talk about my blogging.
Well, let's talk about your website.
What's the difference? Is there a difference between that?
Well, the blog is a section of your website. Let's set up the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. That's just my favorite section.
It is.
The blogging part, yeah. There's all sorts of stuff on my website. There's pictures and video clips, and you know, you can look at pictures, and you can read stuff. Pictures from my trip to Iraq, all sorts of things. But I really like the blogging part, really.
All right, let's get. We actually, like you said, we went to your house.
Yeah, yeah.
We filmed a little bit about the blog, so let's show that, and then we'll get to it.
That quick, right away?
Yeah, let's just do it.
We're just gonna play it right now?
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
You gonna play it or what? Kevin from G4 is here. Hey, Kevin.
Tom, how's it going?
How are you?
You invited me. You knew I was coming.
I know.
Right? Okay.
That's why I know your name is Kevin from G4.
Exactly.
I invited you. Yeah, I knew you were coming.
Perfect.
There's a camera here.
Oh, well, I wasn't even expecting
your
that.
camera's already here.
Oh, this is our camera.
Yeah, of
I thought
course.
this was for your blog.
No, my camera for my blog's really little. Come here, I'll show you. It's a little Sony consumer camera.
Stores the files right on the memory stick, so you don't have to fuss with any tapes or...
No tape, right on the memory stick. And then basically what I do is I make little documentations of my day or of fun things that are happening. I like to really document a lot of mundane things on the site. Coffee. So now all I do, just plug this in here. So I'll just drag them down here. Boom. 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 In iMovie, I just go in here and I convert it to a web-sized file. So I just click Upload Save Video. So I basically get the code off videoaddon.com, then I copy and paste it onto blogger.com, and then it's all linked into my site that way. Most people assume that this is sort of like some big corporate website or something, and they don't believe that I'm getting the posts and stuff, but it's just, it's just emailing me here on my home computer. So email me and be my pen pal. Yeah, so I'm going to take a little blog right now, if that's cool.
No, yeah, by all means.
Take a little video for the blog.
Okay.
But this is a great camera, right?
Right.
You guys were talking about this a minute ago. Can I have this?
We were. No.
I've been trying to get one.
But you can play with it.
What's that?
You can. No.
I want to have
Actually,
this as a gift for coming on the show.
All right. You know what? It's yours. It's absolutely yours. In fact, we have 5 of them backstage.
This is
So
really?
you
Do
can
you
have
really?
One at home, one in your car,
JVC
one at work, etc.
Yeah, so I blog every day. It's fun.
Now, aside from you
blog
in a
every
horse
day.
head and playing harmonica with your dogs, is there other stuff on there?
Yeah, I'm building a doghouse right now. So I took a little video this morning. It's 7 feet long by 4 feet wide. And I'm going to sleep in the doghouse tonight with the dogs.
Very nice.
I'm going to take a little video of that. It's a really spacious doghouse. You really got to check it out. www.tomgreen.com. If you like doghouses, you should check it out. It's going to be nice. Really soft cushions in there.
Good.
But I'd like to open my life up to people on the site,
That doesn't weird you out at all? I mean, you're basically helping the stalkers. You're taking their day job.
Yeah, well, I make sure I don't shoot the outside of the house.
Well, we shot it while we were there. We thought we'd roll that if that's okay.
I hope you don't.
No, we did.
There are people that want me dead.
No,
so
no, we don't.
Lot of
we don't
people.
want that.
Lot of people. But yeah, this is fun. This is live television, right?
This is live. Yes.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah, fun. Do you ever smash those lights?
No, we don't. We don't.
Really?
We can't afford to smash lights.
Come on. You would just break one of them.
No, not
Really?
at all. No, we never have.
Really?
I don't think we're planning on it either, Tom, to be honest.
All right, okay.
But, when we do, I'll be sure to take a
God, they
video
just
of
look
it
like
and
they'd
give
be
it to
so
you.
fun to kick those.
They would. Oh, they would be real fun
Look
to
at that.
They
This one
would
right
be
here.
so...
Just check this out, okay? Just one. You can
Just-
get another light bulb, right? Yeah, no big deal. Check out.
Yeah, oh, jeez.
That's cool.
And it's on fire. It's actually on fire now,
geez.
which is great. Well, blog it. It's on fire.
It's out.
It was on fire.
Cool, that's cool.
Yeah,
So,
that's fun. See, I can't get away with that. You could come on our show and get away with
I
it.
saw the executive producer, and he said, yeah, you guys are sticking a camera in someone's ass today.
We are doing that. And in fact, we wanted to extend the offer to you. If you'd...
No.
It would be nice to serve a blog entry out of your own ass.
I got out of gross out comedy 2 years ago. Now I'm into breaking light bulbs.
Ah, gotcha.
And blogging.
And what have
but
you
have
been
you
up?
been to my website?
What? No, I have. I've seen many blog entries. But
It's fun. Like, we're doing cool stuff on it right now on the site. Where like I'm telling people around the world to make T-shirts. Okay, www.tomgreen.com T-shirts.
All right.
It's sort of shameless self-promotion for the site, and they go out in front of a landmark in their part of the world, like in New Zealand. And there's kids going out in front of landmarks there, like the mountains. You know, the Lord of the Rings mountains.
Sure.
Yeah, that's in New Zealand. And in England, there's people going out in front of Big Ben and taking pictures and advertising my site for me for free.
And that's one of the cool
And
things
then we
that's
put the
going on.
pictures up on there.
Oh, very
It's
nice.
cool. It's fun.
You've actually met people that have submitted stuff to your site, correct?
Yeah. I was over in London last week, and then this kid who's been, his name's Daniel Lomas. He's been going around London taking pictures of himself with the TomGreen.com T-shirt on. He showed up at the Sting concert that I was hosting.
Yeah.
And
nod to Sting,
Yeah,
and that's
we
it.
went and saw Sting and hung out. It was fun.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was really cool. Man, this is comfortable here.
It's a great
So
set,
are you
right?
really sticking something in a man's
Yeah, we will. That's coming up.
behind?
Yeah, it's coming up. It's
Did
going to
he
be good.
volunteer to do that?
He did, actually.
Is
did.
he showing his face on television?
I don't think he is.
Really?
No, I don't think he is.
So there's not going to be a tight shot of his face as
the insertion is happening.
inserted?
No, I don't. I think we're going to stay away from that one. We'll let the viewers at home paint their own.
That
picture.
would be pretty good.
would.
I mean, it might be a good shot.
All right. Well, unfortunately, we're out of time. But I want to mention you have a book on shelves, correct?
Want to break
hopefully
another
it's
light?
on a
Can we
shelf?
break another light bulb?
No, but let's talk about the book on
Let's
shelves.
get a nod from the executive producer. Can we break one more light bulb?
The executive producer has run out of the studio
no
now.
more. Okay.
He's like, no.
It was cool the way it almost burned the studio down. Though,
That'd have been good.
That would have been really, really horrible.
All right.
Yeah. So what were you going to say?
That you had a book, but you know,
No, we don't have to talk about
we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, I do have a book, though. You can check it out on my website.
Tom Green, www.
www.tomgreen.com. And you can check out how to get the book. It's right in the front page. It's called Hollywood Causes Cancer.
Ah,
yeah.
It's a tender love story, I'm assuming.
Tender. There are tender moments.
Good.
Yeah.
Tom, thank you very much for destroying our set.
Thanks, man. I
and
love
joining
this
us.
show. I love it.
Cool.
And thank you so much for having me on and helping me promote my blog.
There you go.
Because blogging is the wave of the future, folks.
All right, for more info on Tom Green's blog, make sure you go to tomgreen.com and be sure to check out Tom's book, Hollywood Causes Cancer. Now, still ahead, see what went down at this year's Southwest Film and Music Festival, and the internet is about to explore new depths. I can't say anymore. I'm sorry to be so anal about it, but Attack of the Show, it restarts after this.
In today's modern world of technology that can make stuff so small, it can fit just about anywhere. For example, this USB web server is about half the size of a pack of gum, or about 2 fingers put together. It includes a web server, runs Perl, PHP, SMTP, POP, pretty much everything you need to serve up a website. It's so small, in fact, it can fit in very, very dark places. Kevin, I hear this is a world's first. Is that true?
Yeah, I sure hope it is. But before we start, we want to warn you that the following stunt is performed by a willing participant, a human willing participant under strict control and medical supervision. So do not attempt to recreate or perform anything that you see on the show at home. Just don't do it. It's not going to lead to anything positive. That said, here to help us in proving that this web server can easily fit where the sun just should not be shining is Dr. Stephen Pat, who is not only a doctor, but you play one on TV as well.
Absolutely right.
Well, we thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I'm assuming the willing participant behind the screen thanks you as well.
You bet.
Maybe you can let us know exactly what's happening today?
Well, this is not something that I normally do in real
Okay.
life, but it is possible.
But you
to
are a
put-
doctor in real life, all right?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. Just
Yeah.
make-
And we've made this as safe and as sanitary as possible so that nobody gets hurt, but it is a little different. This is a diagram of the normal anatomy of the human being, and that's someone's rear end. Here's the descending colon, and this is usually an exit, and there's a tight little muscle here. We're going to use it very temporarily as a small entrance.
Yeah,
and
notice
put
the arrow looks reversed here for some
Well,
reason.
it is.
And that can cause tire damage, right?
You know, This small server is going to go past these little muscles and rest for a small period of time up here in the lower part of the colon, and people will be served on that web server.
Fantastic. All right. Well, you know what? Let's just get to it, if we could. Let's waste no more time.
Can I bring this?
I encourage it.
Okay.
I encourage it. So back here again to reiterate, a willing participant. I'm not going to do my best to not look. Here we have the web server in question. Kevin was talking about earlier. It's blinking blue, which means it's powered up and ready to go. But we can't just pop it in like this, can we, Doc?
Well, I think we should probably make it safer, more clean, and get rid of the sharp edges.
Let's do that. Let's
exactly what we're going to do.
Yes. Our participant says, please. It was more of a whimper, but I think that was a valid request, so we'll give it to them. So now, bear in mind, while this is all going on, our participant was wondering what he could do. I mean, this might take a little while. So we gave him a PSP and a copy of Twisted Metal. So if you actually want to play along with him, you can, and ask him questions. Go for it. He might have a little trouble typing in a few seconds, but it'll be there nonetheless. He's on the East server. The game name is AOTS. The password is AOTS, and his username is AskGotServed. You'll see. So, Doc, maybe you can let people at home know what's going on exactly right now?
Well, my dad's a doctor. He's retired, and he used to take things out of very small, dark places. He had a collection. We're going to make this as soft and smooth as possible so that nobody gets hurt.
Now, for $5, would you skip that step for me?
Well, that's not option.
No? Okay. All right. Sorry. All right. Fair enough.
What I am doing is putting some condoms in place here, which are a form of latex that is not going to be damaging to our participant. And then we're going to put a little tape around it so it stays in place. And then I believe we'll, when you're ready, put this where we talked about.
It's all you at this point, Doc. I'm here for moral support. If someone wants to squeeze my hand, or I can sing a song.
No, this is going swimmingly.
No.
So I'm ready, and we're just going to get moving here.
All right. Yeah. We've also masked our participant's voice there in case any pearls of wisdom come out during this this
hopefully
procedure.
Nothing will come out.
Yes. Yes. Oh, proctology humor.
Nice and relaxed.
Oh, it's giggling.
Don't roll around. Little gentle pressure. You're doing great.
Oh, geez, pray.
That's all you're going to feel.
Don't say my name
and
during
I'm going
this.
to gently dilate this. Now, don't laugh and don't jiggle. Little pressure. You did great. And now we're ready for the real thing. Nice and relaxed.
Could you warm it up next time?
I'm going to warm it.
No.
Okay, here we go. Hold still, please. How come I don't hear the theme from 2001: Space Odyssey?
Oh, what is going on?
That doesn't feel right.
What is going on right now?
And we're as far as we need to be. That's
good.
perfect.
Well, that's it?
We're in.
We're in. Oh, God. Yeah. Okay. So, the reason this is cool, you might be wondering right now, the reason this is cool is that you can see it for yourself. Here's the URL, ladies and gentlemen. Fire up the PCs. Head on over to yourassgotserved.com. Again, that is yourassgotserved.com. And you will be viewing a web page that is literally being served up from inside of our participant. Be part of history. It's being made right now, and it's disturbing, to say the least. Now, Sarah, do us all a favor and tell the good folks at home what's coming up next.
Gladly, I sure can.
We have to follow that.
But I have something that will. A special all Grokster edition of the feed, huh? You already forgot about the ask, didn't you? Don't miss it. The P2P network. You save, we be your own. Plus, everybody knows there's only 3 things in Texas: steers, beers, and film festivals. Find out which one Brendan immersed himself in when we come back.
All right, we're back. In just a little bit, we'll be looking at today's big DVD releases with some help from FilmThreat.com's Chris Gore. And Kevin Pereira has been surfing eBay all morning to bring you another helping of It Came from eBay.
Kevin.
Yes.
You're probably sitting there, you at home, are sitting there on your couch right now thinking, boy, I really should be doing something better with my time. I ought to start working on that movie I so desperately want to make. Well, what's stopping you? Besides the crippling laziness in that 30-pound block of Cheez Whiz. You could get your movie on the film festival circuit and maybe, just maybe, score an exclusive interview with me. Here are some of the highlights from the South by Southwest Film Fest featuring people with just that kind of luck. the movie festival is much bigger than you might think. There's dozens of movies playing at 7 theaters all over Austin. But there's not enough time to see everything. So what I've done is assembled all the good ones from the categories of comedy, sci-fi, drama, and drama with violence. Now, independent movies can be really cool, but the whole independent movie thing has become a bit cliche. Enter My Big Fat Independent Movie, a film by Chris Gore.
¿Habla español?
Parlez-vous français?
¿Qué?
¿Qué?
If jokes about anal sex appeal to you, this is your movie.
It's a good tagline. Could see that on the poster.
The story is about two hitmen, Harvey and Sam, who mistakenly hook up with this guy, the swinger, Johnny Vince, and they're going to Vegas to pull a botched robbery. And along the way, they meet all kinds of crazy characters that you see in every independent film.
And we tried to call ahead. Why don't you pick up the phone?
Don't answer the phone. Why not?
We're spoofing all the big indie movies. Everything from Pulp Fiction to Amelie to Swingers to The Good Girl. They're all contained in this.
Independent, my ass. You work for Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson.
It's true.
In the category of sci-fi, I like the movie Clone, C-L-O-N-E. It's a movie shot entirely in the sleepy hamlet north of Cleveland.
Current temperature is at 64 degrees. The wind is out of the east at 14 miles an hour. Pressure right now, 30.0.
The film takes place in the far future after World War III, where nuclear radiation has basically made every living thing on the face of the earth infertile. And what the government's trying to do is trying to find a way to clone people to sort of perpetuate the species, because we're on the brink of extinction. He's got 3,000 costumed extras in the movie. We have over 650 digital effect shots. We shot in over 48 locations, from places like NASA, nuclear power plants, cathedrals, underground caverns. It's crazy.
Now, I told you that there would be violence. And in the movie Hooligans, Elijah Wood plays a kid who gets thrown out of Harvard unjustly. So he makes the obvious choice to move to England and kick the asses of soccer fans there.
Violence? I gotta be honest, it grew on me.
It's violent, but it doesn't glorify violence. It's really a movie about friendship, and the kind of friendship that's kind of dying out, with like real loyalty and real love between guys. I lived that life. I was part of a firm back home in Germany. I happened to be the only girl on it.
Oh, you were in like a hooligan gang?
Yes, I was.
Really?
Yes, really.
Can you throw a good, like, right cross, or?
I do, yeah. I was a martial artist for most of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand over here. Now, in drama, things get a little weird. Shooting Livian is a story about a New York singer-songwriter who starts to believe that he's John Lennon. And then he goes crazy.
Why was she here?
Who?
You know who.
No, Emmy, I don't know who. Things aren't so clear right now.
Dark musical drama. Yeah, that's excellent. A dark musical drama, and it's peppered with some comedy.
He kind of gets involved in drugs, and the more and more he gets into that, the line between who he is and Lennon becomes a little more blurred.
I play this guy Owen, English guy, weird.
Yeah, that's strange.
Take me down to the waterside so I can be my one and only friend.
He plays bass.
Well, bass players get no respect, right? Is that the same
Bass players
story?
and drummers.
Bass players get a lot more respect than drummers.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. No.
How many bass players?
They both get sloppy seconds to the singer-songwriter.
That's definitely true. Which happens in the film the entire week.
Now, Kevin, you may have seen Chris Gore, who is coming up and doing the DVD reviews, because it is DVD Tuesday. If you ask him, he is actually in that movie, My Big Fat Independent Movie. There's an orgy scene, and he's got a ball gag in his mouth. So, Sarah, you're going to have to...
Wow.
pick his brain about that one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Hooligans, the soccer movie, the one with the Elijah Wood and the punching and kicking, actually won both the narrative and feature categories at South by Southwest, so cheers to them.
Nice. And now, here is Sarah with the news.
All right, officially the case is MGM versus Grokster, but those two companies are only surrogates in a Supreme Court case whose outcome will affect millions of computer users, hundreds of technology companies, and you. Today, the 9 justices of the United States Supreme Court heard oral arguments in a legal case that seeks to answer to the question, should companies that make file-swapping software be held accountable when their product is used for illegal activity? In what was described as a spirited discussion, read lots of yelling and fist shaking, lawyers from both sides argued that their cases and field questions from the justices. The judges appeared to be wrestling with the idea that ruling in favor of the entertainment industry would thwart innovation, while at the same time, they can't ignore that software companies were profiting from this illegal activity. The case itself has caused a rift in the entertainment industry, with the likes of Public Enemy's Chuck D arguing that file swapping increases artist awareness, while many groups such as the Dixie Chicks have come down on the side of protecting their copyrighted works. Briefs were filed on behalf of both sides by more than 60 different organizations and companies, including such strange bedfellows as the major sports leagues, the Christian Coalition, and Intel. As for what's next, the Supreme Court is expected to rule on the case sometime around the beginning of July. But whichever way the ruling goes, expect Congress to get involved and begin the process of passing legislation to regulate the issue. Also, don't expect this to be the last time that file-swapping companies and content providers find themselves in a courtroom. That's it for the news. You stay classy, San Diego. But actually, since this is a case that affects all of us, Kevin Rose has more.
That's right. Ren Buchholz is activism coordinator for the Electronic Frontier Foundation, which has been instrumental in supporting Grokster in this case. And Ren is actually going to be joining us live right now from San Francisco. Hey, Ren.
Hey, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Ren.
Hey, I'm sorry I can't be in sunny LA right now.
I know. We miss you. You got to come back down and visit.
I know. I'd like to.
So how's it going?
It's going really well. It's an exciting day. We've all been on pins and needles. In fact, about half of our staff was waiting in line at the Supreme Court overnight in the rain and muck to try and get one of the seats to go in. So it's been very exciting over here.
So you got inside then?
I didn't actually. I'm in California.
Okay.
But all of our staff did.
Right, your staff did. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, and so they said it was a good argument. It's too close to call at this point, but that the overriding kind of sentiment from everybody was that the justices were asking the right questions. That they didn't buy the whole thing about this being a contest between shoplifters and starving artists. They understood the implications for technology companies, and that's great.
Yeah. So for people that don't know about this hearing, tell me what is the impact if this goes either way?
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well. The most important the thing that we focus on is that if we lose this case, if the Supreme Court essentially overturns what's known as the Betamax doctrine from the 1984 case where they made the VCR legal, that we're going to see a huge chilling effect in the realm of technological innovation. Because basically, the rule right now is that if you make a technology that people use for quote-unquote substantially non-infringing uses, so if they use it legitimately as well as for copyright infringement, then you can't be held responsible for what they do. You make a box, you sell it to somebody, and what they do with it is their business.
Right.
If that changes with this ruling, then we're going to see we're going to see repercussions throughout the technology industry, whether it's people who make CD burners, people who want to make the next TiVo or the next iPod. I mean, they're really going to have to look hard at whether or not what they're doing is considered to be, inducing infringement, which is what the entertainment companies want the justices to adopt. If we win, we're going to dance a jig, first of all. We'll be very excited about that. And then I think what we're going to do is, kind of brace ourselves for the fight in Congress, because you can be sure that the entertainment companies aren't going to take it lying down, even if we do win. And so then it'll be time to kind of, ask the American people what the best outcome should be. Since once it goes to Congress, you've got elected representatives, and you have an opportunity to tell the story again about how important technology is.
This isn't the last step, Ren, is it?
It's not. But it's an important step, and it's one that we're excited to be a part of. And we've been representing Streamcast, the makers of Morpheus, in this case for close to 4 years now, and this is probably the most important technology and copyright case before the Supreme Court in 20 years.
Well, Ren, promise you'll keep us up to date on what's going on, and we thank you for taking the time to talk to us here on the show today.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ren.
That was Ren Buchholz, activism.
Activism?
Activism. There we go. Activism coordinator with the Electronic Frontier Foundation, joining us from San Francisco. Now, later on in this edition, I'm having a hard time with words
come
today.
on, buddy. Let me take it up.
It came from eBay. Yes, but up next, FilmThreat.com's Chris Gore takes a ride with Tom Hanks, some Jedi, and maybe even a few porn stars. This week's best DVD releases make contact when we come back.
The feed is brought to you by Progressive. Think easier, think Progressive.
Tune up your gaming PCs. We're playing Unreal Tournament 2004 and this week's Attack of the Show LAN Party. Lots of games let you steal cars, but how many let you fire off-shoulder mounted nuclear weapons? Suck on that, GTA. To register, go to our website and click on Join Our LAN Party. You'll get all the details and the links to get started. We'll see you Thursday for the Attack of the Show LAN Party. Very first one. Now, do you sometimes find yourself DV depressed? Well, you might just want to start calling Chris Gore Dr. Feelgood, because he's here for another installment of DV Tuesday.
Hey, what's up?
You like that?
That's cool. Look at that. I get my own little intro.
You're very
Love
special. Good to see you.
Great.
Nice to see you on the new show.
I just got back, of course, from South by Southwest, and Brendan pointed out his favorite scene, me in a ball gag. I don't know what that says, but I'll be talking to Brendan about that later.
It's good. It's good. You're obviously all around the film. You're not just lying. You really do get out there and immerse yourself in the the movies.
I'm going to Madison, Wisconsin this weekend for another screening of the movie. It's
all
gonna
right.
be fun.
Well, of course, today is Tuesday when all the DVDs come out, so we've got a few to talk about today, starting, of course, with Apollo 13, the anniversary edition.
This is the 10-year anniversary edition of Apollo 13, of course, the movie directed by Ron Howard. It's got
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is in it. He plays Jim Lovell, of course. This is the story of the Apollo 13 flight.
Houston, we have a problem.
We've got a problem. And one of the only films you can actually say has a suspense sequence that involves long division. What did you do? Think about it. No, I'm serious. There's a suspense sequence, and they're doing math.
Right.
How exciting is that?
Ron Howard, he can pull that stuff off.
No, but it works. It totally works. I mean, it's a great action movie. It's a great retelling of the historic event. And, Tom Hanks is fantastic in it. One thing to point out, I'd like to point out about Tom Hanks in movies, he's urinating a lot. If you look back at Tom Hanks's movies, for some reason, always urinating always comes up. In Castaway, in The Green Mile, it was a story point.
And in Apollo 13,
they talk about going to the bathroom, which is odd. But on this disc, I don't know. The commentary from Ron Howard is okay. What's interesting is there's two versions of the movie: the theatrical version, 2 hours and 20 minutes, and then the hour and 56-minute version that played in IMAX theaters.
Well, wait a second. Who's got an IMAX theater at home?
Well, see, that's the thing that doesn't make any sense to me, because think about this. You can recreate 5.1 sound in your home. You get a great sound system.
Yeah.
But how do you get a 3-story size screen in your home?
You don't?
You don't. So the IMAX version is kind of pointless. What you have to do,
and you get less movie. I mean, what's up?
It's 24 minutes shorter. The only way to do that is to actually go to the screen like this and watch the movie.
And then you're fine.
And you watch the movie like this. It's kind of like IMAX.
It's bigger than your head. Yeah, it sort of wraps around you. Very good.
A little pixelated, but it's like IMAX.
So as far as like the anniversary edition goes, you figure if it's an anniversary edition, they probably have a lot of good special features. Just okay.
This one, I got to say, it's a rental.
It's a rental.
It's a rental.
So what do you think? For bottom line, it's rental.
You're definitely going to have to
You're not putting it on your shelf.
No.
It's a good movie.
It's the 10-year. I'm going to wait for the 20-year anniversary edition.
Okay. Then it deserves it. And maybe more urinating from Tom Hanks in the meantime. Moving on now, The Clone Wars, Volume 1. Let's explain first what The Clone Wars are.
The Clone Wars is a cartoon by Genndy Tartakovsky. Of course, he did, cartoon on the Cartoon Network. You can see this show. This is the first volume. It's the 25-minute episodes all collected into one volume. There's a new season that's just aired. I'm sure that'll come out. Again,
this is Star Wars stuff.
This is Star Wars stuff. This is the stuff that the prequels should have showed. You know what I mean? I mean, the prequels, the thing that bums me out about the prequels, I love them, and there's things that frustrate me about them.
Right.
And why didn't we get to see the Clone Wars happen in the movies is sort of a disappointment. But
so chronologically, the Clone Wars happens after Attack of the Clones and before Revenge of the Sith.
Yes. See, I'm so impressed. You know Revenge of the Sith. I love that. You say Revenge of the Sith.
I know
That's
a
so
little
cool.
Star Wars.
Yeah. So
I've done a little Star Wars.
All this happens between those movies, but to me, these cartoons actually excel the prequels in terms of story and the action. I mean, they're awesome. One interesting thing on the commentary, Genndy Tartakovsky talks about this villain, this Sith witch named Asajj Ventress. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but she was originally supposed to be the villain before Darth Maul in Episode 1. So they designed this character, never got to use it, but now they're using these ideas in the Clone Wars cartoons.
That's great. So as for obviously hardcore, diehard Star Wars fans already know about this, but if you want, you know, maybe a little, make the stories mold together a little bit better, then the Clone Wars are your deal.
Yes,
Bottom
definitely
line?
my deal. Bottom line is buy it. Put it on the shelf.
Put it on the shelf.
Yeah.
It deserves your collections. And we don't have time for Orgasmo, although that comes out as well today. South Park creators. Good movie.
It's fantastic. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to see. If you want to see something funnier than Kevin Pereira trying to figure out what the letters IQ stand for, get Orgasmo.
And that's funny.
That is so funny.
That says a lot.
Yeah.
All right, Orgasmo. So we got 2 buys and a rent. Thank you, Chris. Always
Thanks.
good to have you on the show.
Appreciate it.
Visit filmthreat.com to hear more from Gore, or visit his other website at chrisgore.com. I don't want to call you Gore, I'll just call you Chris. That's all right with you. Once all the commercials and whatnot are done, we have the segment I Love to Hate. It came from eBay. See the ridiculous, stupid things people are bidding on, and by people, I mean Kevin Pereira.
Can you believe one little web server gets so much traffic?
Get that away
That's
from
not
me.
the, this is the
Oh,
demo
okay.
one. This isn't the real one. Actually, let's check in. Hold on. Let me just refresh here. 14,701 hits already.
That's impressive.
Yeah, not
All
bad, not
right.
bad. Doc, how's it going over there? Everything all right? Our patients
Houston,
doing okay?
we have liftoff. It's going absolutely well.
Fantastic. Did you think 14,701 people would be that interested in actually?
It's amazing that many people have visited his rear end.
That is. This is clearly a record for
And the
for
number
Doc
just keeps rising.
and our patients.
It's a big day for our patients.
It is. It's a huge day. Go tell your friends. YourAsk.serve.com is the website. Again, YourAsk.serve.com. We only have about 10 minutes left to really get that number up. So go.
Go there and be part of the team.
All right. Now, it's time to dim the lights, really, and put on your cape and whip your hunchback manservant. Why? Because it came from eBay! Normally, I'm covered by a little graphic, so I was like, I'll just do a little day. I got caught.
You're
Whatever.
so annoying.
Starting right off, we're going to waste no time getting right into it. A
Okay.
12-year-old banana and beach dentures.
What?
There's the combo. There it is right there. It is literally a 12-year-old banana.
They don't even go together?
No, they don't. That's what makes it great. But there's these dentures were found on a beach, authentic dentures. He said that they were smooth in texture, but they could not find who they belonged to. And the 12-year-old banana, which was, I guess, his daughter left in his car.
What might I expect to pay for a
$1.80.
Oh.
$1.80. But what's interesting is that there's been 4 bids. Like 4 people actually want.
Well, maybe it was their teeth.
Could be. It's like, give me back.
I want my bridge back.
And they get the banana as a bonus.
I don't like the banana, but I will take the teeth.
Moving right along. Hundreds of useless tabs.
What kind of tabs?
Well, like the kind of tabs that, let me scroll down here. There's a long dissertation about how his dad likes to
You
drink.
never really seem very prepared for these segments, Kevin. I
Well,
don't know how
I'm
you're
right
ever
here.
going to beat
The
me.
guy looks like a senior citizen Hulk.
Is he a tab?
He's like a Hulk Hogan. No. Here's the mountain of tabs. Look at that. They're like soda tabs.
Oh.
And so he says, look, my parents are kind of crazy. I think they're losing it. They collect these tabs. We're not sure why. But you can tell him, and there's his dad drinking some beer out of a little beer koozie.
That's great. How many tabs are we looking at, and what are we paying?
It just says a lot. There's no specific number, but it is $15. 12 bids.
15 for a lot of tabs.
A lot of tabs.
You know, you could make kind of a cool necklace or maybe some Christmas ornaments or whatever.
See?
I'm kind of.
See, unlike a gem of the internet, there's stuff you can do with these links. These are
whatever.
important. Moving on,
Weren't
the
you there
Elvis.
for my sweet pea yesterday? Don't even say that's not helpful.
The envy was great. Elvis fry. You know, there was the Abe Lincoln fry a while back. Well, this is the Elvis French fry. Now, the interesting part, $20.50, but look at it. Apparently, that's supposed to look like the king. You can kind of see the pomp there and a little bit of a nose.
I mean, who
and
are
it has the
who
same
are we
stance.
kidding? Are you fooled by this?
It's the Elvis
That looks
fry.
like Elvis.
$20.
Is this yours?
$20.50.
Why are
8
you
bids.
selling this ridiculous piece of
How about
crap?
that one? Tragedy strikes the doughboy. Oh, no! And it's kind of a murder mystery. Not only do you get the doughboy that's been run over, but the note in his hand has like a clue leading to the killer, so you can help solve the mystery.
He's the Pillsbury guy, right?
He is. 99 cents. No bids. Let's not ever do that again, by the way. How about a Topps Astros and Braves Future Stars card?
What's so cool about
featuring,
that?
well, hold on. It's Brandon Puffer and Young Bong. So you got a Puffer and Bong on the same card. They share it.
I kind of like that one.
Our writer brought it to
All
the
right.
meeting. He's like, this is great. Okay.
I'll give you $1 for that one.
Moving along, this is the last one, and this really is, it gets no better than this. 8 solid weeks of verbal abuse, insults via telephone for $420.
This guy's going to call you and insult you?
There he is right there. Look at a picture of him.
Let me get this straight. For $420,
yes, once a week.
I PayPal him, and once a week he'll call me and just say, Sarah, you're an idiot.
Yes.
You never amount to anything.
That's what's great.
I hate you,
Yeah,
and so does everybody else.
See, and my father does that for free, but the cool thing about this guy is that you can even dictate what kind of insults you want. You can have him motivate you, demotivate you,
Like what really
curse
bothers
at you.
me is, issues, with my saddlebags. So if you target those.
All right.
Sorry.
That's it. Yeah, if you're out there and you're watching, call on in and berate Sarah about her saddlebags. There you have it. Always expect the unexpected when it came from eBay.
Onions?
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, hey, where you going? Planet Buddy, because we'll be reading some emails and your questions from our chat room right when we come back.
Is he still sitting there? He's still 21,000 plus page views out of someone's rectum. Can you believe that? Wow.
We should be so proud.
Yeah. Yeah. And we had one moment it crashed, so we actually crashed his ass server.
So to
You
speak.
visited the webpage. How did it feel?
It was good. So, yeah.
It felt good?
It was clean and it loaded nice, and I left a comment. So I think I tagged the inner walls.
Where does the comment go? I tried to leave a comment.
I think it emails to us, so maybe we'll put some good comments on it.
All right.
Anyway, there you go. On tomorrow's show, we're going to talk with the stars of Sin City, and we've got an exclusive look at the brand new Half-Life expansion pack, believe it or not.
Very nice.
It's the future, and it's going to be here, kids. Now let's see what's going on in the chat room. Anything?
Okay, chat room. Gunmaster wants to know how much that little camera Kevin showed us cost.
The one that Tom Green stole.
He wanted it. Did he take it with him?
I don't know. He probably
It was like $1,500 is the retail on that.
Ooh.
I
Really?
got one of those little
That's
sharp
a lot.
little things. from
Worth
the
it?
top of my
Yeah, it's
throat.
cold, too.
I don't know if it's worth it. We have to do a full review on it. Stay tuned to our website. We're going to do a complete review on the little
For
camera.
now, it looks good.
For now, it looks pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. That's it. Thank you so much for encouraging us. We'd like to thank our guests, Tom Green, Dr. Stephen Pat, Ren Buchholz, and, of course, Chris Gore. Now scram, because you make us nervous.
Get out of here.
Go home. Or go to a friend's